中だ。 So I want to show you how you can add your Twitch chat to your OBS using Stream Elements. It's super simple. Let's get into it. So if you haven't heard of Stream Elements, it is a great resource to add different overlays to your stream. Things like alerts, chat widgets, and all that good fancy stuff. It's super easy to create an account. All you have to do is go to streamelements.com, link in the description. Go to get started, and then add your Twitch account or your YouTube account to get started. So once you get logged in, you're gonna come up to a page that looks like this. We're gonna come over to Stream Tools and then go down to Overlays. And inside of here, you wanna go ahead and create a new overlay to get started. Your overlay should be at 1080p. That is the canvas size that we're gonna be working in inside of OBS. So go ahead and hit start. All right, so you wanna come down to this plus button down.
So in this video, I'm gonna walk you step by step on setting up your YouTube chat overlay inside of OBS Studio. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is have your OBS Studio open, and then typically you're gonna go ahead and add your chat overlay to your intermission screen. Now I have here my video, my gameplay, and then I have an empty box here for my chat overlay. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna come to streamelements.com, and I'll put a link in the description of this video. Then you're gonna get logged in with your YouTube account, and once you do, you'll be brought to a dashboard just like this. On the left-hand side, under Streaming Tools, just select Overlays. This is gonna bring you to the new dashboard, and then we'll select New Overlay. We'll have it at 1080p, hit Start, and now what we want to do here is you wanna hit this little plus icon. We wanna come towards the Static and Custom, and you'll select Video if you have animated overlays, or an image if you have static overlays. And what I'm gonna do to make this easier is I'm gonna go ahead and bring in my just chatting scene to Stream Elements so that way I can align it directly with the actual chat. Now, the overlays that I'm utilizing are gonna be from streamdesigns.com, and they have tons of animated overlays for you to be able to choose from. Now, for this example, I'm utilizing the animated stream overlay package loadout, and you're gonna see this is gonna give me everything that I need to make my stream look professional, and this is gonna be the just chatting scene that I'm gonna utilize here today. So once you have your just chatting scene or your overlays, you'll come back here to Stream Elements. You'll select video if it's animated or image if it's static. We'll select video here. I'll select Having a chat overlay on your stream is a great way to be able to go ahead and increase engagement because viewers love to see their name pop up on screen. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to go ahead and set up your chat overlay directly inside of OBS Studio. Let's go ahead and dive in. So the very first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure you have your OBS Studio open. Then you want to come to streamelements.com, and I'll put a link in the description of this video. Once you get to this webpage, you're going to want to go ahead and log in with your Twitch account, and then it's going to ask you to authorize Twitch to have access to Stream Elements, and then you're going to see a dashboard just like this. On the left-hand side, you're going to select Streaming Tools, you're going to select Overlays, and we're going to go ahead and create a new overlay. We'll go ahead and bring that up. It's going to say Overlay Resolution. You're going to leave it at 1080p, and then you're going to go ahead and hit Start. Now we're going to come to this plus icon here at the bottom, and we're going to select Stream Tools, your Stream Chat. So now you can see here that we have this black box, and what we want to do now is we want to go ahead and customize this. So to be able to do that, we first want to go ahead and use Dark Chat. We'll leave it there for just a few moments. Show Message Permanently, and then you can go ahead and put a delay for 2 seconds. This is what I recommend. That way you can give people time and they don't try to spam, and it keeps the chat flowing nicely. So next we want to come to where it says Position, Size, and Style. So the first thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and make sure that it's at 541 by 670. This is going to give you a nice size, and then we can resize it directly inside of OBS. Then we want to come to where it says Text Settings. We're first going to go ahead and enable the custom font. We're going to name this Impact, and that's going to give us a nice bold, easy to read. And then we're going to check this color, and we're going to make it white. Okay, and then from there, what we want to do is text size. We want to put this at about 25. That's about a good size, and you can always adjust this later. So now that we have that in place, we want to go ahead and hit save. And once you hit save, you're going to name this Overlay Chat. You're going to hit save. And now what we want to do is we want to grab this paper clip. And we'll come back here to Stream Elements in just a few seconds because there is one setting that we need to adjust before finalizing everything. So we'll come back to OBS Studio. We'll come to the scene where we want to go ahead and add this chat. Okay, and you can see I have the chat here. So I'll delete this one here for the moment. And then what we want to do is we want to go ahead and use the plus icon. We want to come to browse your source. We want to name this chat. Just simply select OK. And now here where it says URL, we're going to go ahead and paste the link that we just went ahead and copied from Stream Elements. Then for the width, we're going to do 1920, okay, by 1080. And then you're going to press OK. And you're going to see here that the chat is going to go ahead and come up here for this black box. So now what we want to do is we want to position this where you're going to want your chat. And we want to go ahead and test this. So if you've gone
How's it going, everyone? John here. Welcome to another OBS Studio tutorial. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use the custom docs to be able to bring in your YouTube chat since it's not really integrated, and that's kind of a bust. So what you're going to want to do is go over to YouTube, and you're going to want to open up one of your streams. And you can see your chat here, but that's fine if you want to look at your chat here or if you want to look at it whenever you're streaming. But if you want to be able to bring this chat in, what you're going to want to do is click on the 3 dots. You're going to go to Pop Out Chat. You're going to take this link up here in the browser, and you're going to do Control-C to copy. And then we're going to go back to OBS. And what we're going to want to do is set up a custom doc, which I already have set up. But what you're going to want to do is go up to View, Docs, Custom Browser Docs. And as you can see, I already have one set up, so you're just going to give it a name. And then you're going to